Hey guys, my name is Warren and I'm reviewing the Neural DSP SLO plugin. It's a new plugin that's just come out, and I've had this 1993 SLO100 for a while now, so I kind of know the amp quite well. So I thought I'll give the plugin a shot and see, what kind of sounds. And so far I've been really impressed. It kind of responds, just like the actual thing, because I've set the plugin just the way I set the amp up. And what I normally do with the amp is I run it into a Suhr Reactive Load, and then I'm running an IR from another Suhr UAD plugin, the SE100. And there's a particular plugin of a Suhr cab with a Royer 1-to-1 and a Shure 57 that I'm pretty used to. So I thought, I'll just run the plugin with, the plugin speaker part bypassed into my regular chain and see what the differences are. So I'll be mainly focusing on comparing just the amp to the reactive load and the amp section of the plugin. The plugin does have some stomp boxes and some reverbs and delays and an EQ, but I'm not really going to look at that. I'm just going to look only at the amp part of the plugin. That's kind of what the heart and soul of the plugin is. So I've got it set up the way I've got this amp set up. And normally what I do is the amp has got a clean channel which can be switched into a crunch mode. So the clean thing is actually just a pad that pads the crunch channel down a little bit. So, it cleans up better. But what I do is I like to have that, that extra gain available on the clean channel, just so like the bass tone is, it's got a little bit of bite and dirt on it. And when I can turn the guitar volume down, it cleans up. And what you're hearing right now is the plugin. So the plugin is responding pretty well to the guitar volume, just like the amp is. And then you've got another overdrive channel, which is like, that's like the high gain mode. So, you're kind of getting like semi distortion on one side and like full on high gain on the other. And both channels, they seem to respond. This is the crunch one, and this is the overdrive. Okay, so I'm just going to run a few comparisons with the actual amp. What you heard at the beginning of this video was the plugin, and it sounds damn good, just like the real thing. Especially once you put them to the same IR, you're getting a much closer comparison than miking up a cab or something like that. So we're just looking at amp versus the plugin amp section, and let's see what we get. So all in all, I think it's a really good piece of software. It gets the sounds of the real amp really well. Where I think it differs is the real amp may be a little bit more tactile, as in where like it feels a little bit better under the fingers. And also I think the amp may be a little bit more clear, and just in terms of basic clarity, especially when you're playing like, chords and stuff like that. There's a separation between the notes. I think that the amp may just have an advantage on that. But all in all, considering it's basically purely software that we're looking at, it's amazing that they've come this close to it. So if you do want to try it out, I think there's a 14-day trial, which is what I'm using at the moment, and I'll play around with it a bit more and see if I do want to actually go ahead and buy it. But I think for all purposes, it's a damn good piece of software. So great work, Neural DSP.